Hi, Dave Spalding from Handgun Combatives. I've been spending a little time on the range today working with my new acquisition. It's a SIG P365. Now you're probably saying, whoa, wait a minute, Dave, I thought you were a Glock guy. Well, you know, that's not necessarily true. I've been using Glock pistols quite a bit in recent years, but since my agency went to semi-autos in the mid-1980s, I've carried Smith & Wesson, I've carried SIG, carried HK, carried Glock, and carried a Colt 1911 for a while in SWAT. So I've carried a lot of different semi-automatic pistols. I'm not real brand loyal. I'm more about what tool will get the job done. And this 365 is very pleasing because it's very compact. It carries 10, 12 rounds depending on the magazine you've got in it. And especially in a summer t-shirt with shorts, you can tuck this thing away very, very nice. But what's the big concern with these small compact pistols? Yeah, it's getting a grip. It's getting your hands on the gun. And I was recently reading a internet post. Now, we all know that you get really reliable, accurate information on the internet, right? But anyway, this so-called guru, expert, whatever you want to call it, just said all you do is just wrap your hands around it and do the best you can. That is not true. You still need to get a solid grip on the pistol. Just because you don't have the available grip surface that you would on a larger pistol doesn't mean you don't try to do the best you can. Now, back in the days of the snubby revolvers, basically what we would do is we would put our hand on it in a grip and we would just clamp down. And what this basically did was it kept the shooting hand from loosening up as we were shooting that snubby revolver. And quite frankly, it worked okay. But as you can see, that would be dangerous on a semi-automatic pistol with a reciprocating slide. So not a good idea at all. But let's examine this pistol for a minute. Folks, it's a lever. As you can see, we have an angle here. And anything that we can do to the front strap is going to cam the muzzle down. So it doesn't make sense to just put this hand on here and just slap on here and hope for the best. We should still try to apply that rearward leverage to the fingers on the front strap to cam the muzzle down. Just because we won't get the friction and the contact in here that we're normally used to doesn't mean we don't give up on a solid two-hand grip. So let's go ahead and apply our grip just like we're shaking somebody's hands. Let's go ahead and flag that thumb like we normally would. Let's lock that wrist in, camming those four fingers down so that we close them around the fingers on the front strap. We're still holding the muzzle in place. The theory still works. So come on around here and let's take a look at it. Going to make sure I got my ear protection in, going to make sure I got my eyes on. We're just going to do some stuff at about 7 yards on a 3x5 card. I'm going to get a good two-hand grip. As you can see, my thumb is not forward of the muzzle. If you've got hands the size of a butterball turkey and you're way out here, you may have to kind of think about that, but I don't. I'm in pretty good shape, and as a matter of fact, I can use that little crease on the dust cover to kind of tell me that I've got a good solid grip on it. Now I'm going to start out slow because I want to reset that trigger while in recoil recovery. I'm going to go real slow and show you what that looks like. See, I'm up in recoil, and as I come down, I'm going to reset it so that when the muzzle's back on target, I'm ready to fire. Why do you want to be holding the trigger to the rear when you're back on target? Now you've got to reset it before you fire the shot. In a gunfight, that would be a terrible idea. So I'm going to get a good two-hand grip on it, and I'm going to recover. And as you can see, I've got excellent recoil recovery even in a small pistol. 7 yards, as you can see on a 3x5 card, which is basically about the size of the heart and the aorta. You can control these small semi-automatic pistols even with less grip surface by applying the same principles of grip. Good handshake pressure, lock the wrist in, insert the hand, thumbs forward, thumbs up. I really don't care. People argue about that, and you have no idea how much I don't care which way you do it. The problem with thumbs down is it tends to push the hand down, but that's up to you, I guess. But thumbs up, thumbs forward, good solid grip. You can still do it on these little pistols, and you can control them in rapid fire. And rapid fire is probably what you're going to need when you're shooting to save your own life, but only if that rapid fire is combat accurate. Small semi-autos, they're a real asset to your personal security. Dave Spalding, Handgun Combatives. Thanks for checking in.